Chickens. He doesn't want to show his knees. Yo, we're live.
What up? What up?
Yo, what up? What up? What up? This Chezza and
GMTM, Saynt Jaysn.
and this is the Casual Fan MCU podcast, the Marvel critique unit, where we say Marvel, but we might have to change that to just like some superhero shit because we're stepping outside of Marvel for
today.
A
little bit, yeah.
This is Image.
Yeah.
Like Image Comics, man.
And they
Image Comics was birthed out of Marvel, though.
Yeah.
Technically. Technically. So it kind of helps. What you were saying, sorry?
DC just dropped the trailer for their 24-hour event that they're doing in September.
What's that? 24-hour event? No.
It's almost like an online Comic-Con, I guess. But they're just doing previews of like all the stuff they're about to drop. But it's for 24 hours. So 24 hours, like they're basically doing the Marvel shit, like the MCU. It's the DC extended universe. Yeah. So you're getting like all the stuff that they're doing, like shows, movies, I think games, stuff like that. They got a ton of previews and specials that they're going to be running for 24 hours.
When they say 20, when they're running it for 24 hours, is it everything's going to be new or it's going to be like the same reel being played over and over and over?
Nah, I think it's like there's a bunch of specials and stuff.
That's how long. They're probably going to throw like what's it called? Snyder cut in the middle of it. Cut out a good 4 hours out of it. Okay, we dropped this, then we only got 20 hours to play with. That's fine.
Yeah.
Why not? Are they dropping this all on HBO Max or?
I think HBO Max and I think one of their websites. I'll send you the emergency awesome breakdown of it. I kind of had it in the background. As you can see, I don't really pay attention to DC stuff as much. I kind of had it in the background when I was cooking, but it's in September. Like the first couple of days is September.
Okay.
But I guess that sets up what they're doing for the next year or two.
Yeah, so but they're taking too long to announce stuff because the more they wait, the more Marvel just keeps announcing more and more stuff. It's like they just kind of have to get in where they fit in type thing. Like
Marvel's got a slate that people already know about and are anticipating. You know what it's like? For the most part, we're not really talking about new series. We're just really finding like whether we were right or wrong about certain theories.
I guess so.
You know?
But still like all this Marvel shit. Like DC's just taking too long to drop something. Like DC, like the way they had control over their company for so long, and with WB being like owner, I believe they're like part owner, if not just like the financier or whatever, but they should have way more going. Like once they realize they're like they have the TV, like I guess their TV is still going on strong. It's like it hit its curve, or I'd say it's plateauing. It's just like there, you know, so you expect it. Their cartoon movies, not as much. Like people still like it, but what I hear a lot about their cartoon movies now is that it's a reason to get these characters to talk like adults. You know what I mean? Like it's not like about the action anymore. It's just a shock value of what are the shit gonna come out of their mouth type thing.
Okay.
So, I don't know, but all this hype about Black Adam that The Rock has been putting on it. They said he just started shooting for Black Adam and all that. Can't wait to actually see that. I'm surprised Marvel slept on The Rock and didn't actually have him figured in somewhere as a superhero.
He might not have fit their style. Like Batista found his way. You know what I'm saying? Like he found where he fits in there. Yeah. We don't know if The Rock would have. You know, he might not. Some actors and characters, they're always them.
Yeah.
And it takes away from the actual story and all that stuff. So
yeah, it takes away.
It might have been a good thing.
Probably. We'll see in Black Adam. Like when we watch it, will we be looking at it like, oh the shit, this is Black Adam, or it's like, oh, Rock is playing a superhero.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty dope. The story is cool, but yeah, Rock did a good job. Or like, oh, we can't wait till this crosses over with Shazam and crosses over with Aquaman or Superman or all these ams and ands.
Yeah. They spoke about in that DC joint, they spoke about the Flash and Michael Keaton. Apparently he's got like a pretty big role like going forward. It's not just gonna be like some one-off shit, I think. So
it's not gonna be like the Spider-Verse shit. He's gonna be a part of their like actual universe.
I think so. But he's when you think about it, when Kevin Feige was like, Tom Holland is like, or Spider-Man, is like the only character that can cross both worlds like that. But Michael Keaton's probably gonna be in both, just chilling. Like, I may not be the biggest characters, but I'm important characters to both.
Well, for real though, because he's already crossed over in both.
Yeah, he was in Batman.
Yeah, he was in Batman, and then
he was in Spider-Man.
Yeah. No, I don't mean in DC. I thought you meant the Sony universe. Sorry. I thought you meant like the Sony Venom universe and then the MCU Disney universe. He's crossed over in both of those.
Yeah.
So truly, he's in all three universes. He's in Batman, he's in Spider-Man, like the Venom universe, and he's in the MCU. This man's collecting checks, man. He should just be a superhero called the check collector. He just goes. The check collector. That's what he does. He saves people and he collects checks.
And his signature move is a punch called the mailbox.
Just to say, the signature move might as well just be called his John Hancock, like the John Hancock. And he just waves his hand like this, and silly string comes out or some shit. Just wraps the people up. But yeah. So let's get into the trailers. We talked a bit about Loki, but you go into it. What did you take away from the latest trailer from Loki?
Owen Wilson, man. Owen Wilson and what's his name? Tom Hiddleston.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be hilarious together.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait. They're gonna be hilarious together.
Owen Wilson is so like dry, but it's like it fits perfectly, especially with like the against the Loki character. His Loki character is supposed to be so like egotistical, and he's just like, yeah, that makes you sound smart. I am smart. You are. It's like, there's gonna be a lot of annoyance. Like Loki's gonna be pissed off all the time. But yeah, it was interesting. I feel like we're gonna learn a lot about time travel, time variance, exactly how the quantum realm works within all of that.
Yep.
So it might actually, that part of it might go connect to the next part of Ant-Man.
Wouldn't be surprised if there was a Kang the Conqueror appearance. Maybe brief, maybe in a post-credit scene.
There's that theory, right? Because when you look at the actual building from the TVA, 3 heads, it's the theory is those heads are actually Kang's face, like Kang the Conqueror's face, and they match it up to the actor who's playing, and is like it's close to his face. So that's probably going to be the tie-in where he's in there. It could be the time variance is what he built himself, or he's like the time variance is like what's it called, the number one. I'm like America's number one. I'm like, no, it's not that. When you're the top of the list, the FBI, most wanted. Yeah, he's more likely to be the TVA's most wanted.
Could be. I like the fact that this is also the 2012 Loki, and I'm wondering if they're gonna show him in the future and how he adapts years later. You know.
I heard
because
this one is
this
this Loki is supposed to be in Thor, right? Love and Thunder.
yeah, he's probably gonna make an appearance.
So it probably. I wonder if Thor is gonna make an appearance within
It's possible.
within the show, just to show like that dynamic because Thor's gonna be like he knew a different Loki, but he's
Yeah.
gonna see this Loki and be like, oh shit, you don't even know this whole part.
Well, he the DB Cooper episode, he calls out to Thor and Heimdall.
Yeah, Heimdall. Yeah.
So we're gonna get a appearance from them in some form, at least.
So another theory that I heard is every Loki that you see is a different Loki, not the same one. So it could be that in what you're saying is that's the Loki from that timeline. You know what I mean? So when he calls out the Heimdall and all them, he already knows them. Yeah. But then this Loki would have to go to like the main timeline to meet the Loki the Thor that we know, and then so it's like I don't know, it's gonna be a lot.
So they're gonna be playing on time, so they're definitely gonna go to the future.
Now we've seen what they've done with WandaVision and like mind fucking people.
Yeah, this is gonna be on a different level.
It's gonna be different. It's gonna be a whole next shit. Like really gonna be a whole next shit. But I'm ready for it. That is coming out June 11th. So about 2 months. Next month is the Black Widow. Black Widow comes out. Anything else you wanted to add about the Loki trailer before we go to Black Widow?
Nah.
Like even though like they've given us a lot of scenes, they haven't really given us a lot. You know what I mean?
There's not much to go off of.
No, they gave us just like funny parts of the show, like shit that were like, oh, okay, that's funny, that's cool. Okay, that's the time variance. Gives us a little quick explanation, but it didn't really give us a lot. So still a bit of an idea of the well, obviously we know the direction is Loki's gonna help the time variance to control the rest of the Lokis of different timelines. Like boom, okay. Outside of that,
we don't know much.
Anything could happen within that. Like that's that's just one line. Like anything can happen between everything. So So I think there'd be another trailer around probably right before Black Widow drops, or like because it's not in the theater. I'd say if Black Widow, well, it is going to theater too. So more times, I believe in the theater, they'll probably have a trailer for the TV show too.
Okay.
Or a new trailer for Loki. Oh yeah.
Yeah. We'll start to see a bunch of that stuff, especially on YouTube. They're just gonna flood that. Like
I'm still waiting for What If. Like,
yeah, I need a date on that because I thought it was gonna be this summer.
Bro, there can be like space, like times. I'm like, okay, you can just drop maybe a 1-2 right here, right now. Just call it a day.
They should drop them like a little. Like, I think what they should do is instead of having like gaps in between, make shorter gaps and then like have like one episode of the What If, and you don't know which one it is.
Yeah, just something to like throw in there. But it's like, I don't know. Oh, I was wrong. Black Widow's not coming out in May. It's coming out in July.
Okay. I didn't know which one it was because I had seen July May and then I had seen July. So
from what I'm seeing right now, Loki, June 11th. Black Widow, July 9th. Shang-Chi, September 3rd. Eternals, November 5th. Spider-Man No Way Home, December 17th. And then Disney Plus shows are just 2021. So Ms. Marvel, Hawkeye, What If. Those are all 2021, but no actual dates. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, March 25th, 2022. Thor, Love and Thunder, May 6th. And then upcoming shows, She-Hulk, 2022. Black Panther 2, July 8th, 2022.
Black Panther is next year?
Yeah, it looks like it. July 2022.
Shit.
I'm telling you, they're gonna recast
Don't
him.
be don't be surprised if we get a trailer in like another couple months.
They're gonna wait a bit. They're not gonna give us that trailer right away
For the
because
trailer? Yeah, they are.
they have to because they gotta do a buffer for that recast. Like they're gonna have to do something for that recast before that trailer drops.
Who said they haven't done that already?
I didn't say that they haven't recasted him already. I mean like not like a trailer video, but like an announcement of the recast.
Okay.
Because if they just drop the trailer and you look and it's like some new guy playing, people are like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean?
No.
So you're gonna hear that first before we get a trailer. So more times that date could probably get pushed back to like 23 or whatever. But yeah, I don't know, man. A lot of shows come in. Oh, so like the Black Widow trailer. Did you get to watch the last one? So it starts off with like Scarlett Johansson speaking about Black Widow, her journey and all that, and then it goes into it.
Superhero Day.
Yeah, I feel like this trailer like pushed heavy on the origin part of her story, like the family part, like her relationships with her sister. I don't know their names, but yeah, the sister with the other Russian Captain America. Or Guardian. Yeah, it's Guardian.
Yeah. And that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting too, because he got a super soldier serum too,
right? He had to have, right? In like some sort of way. Unless they play it like he might be an actual mutant. Because we know that they're finding ways to bring mutants in, right?
Yeah.
So it's all about how are they gonna introduce him? Is he gonna introduce like the Russians were doing their own super soldier serum on this side? Because if that's the case, what happened to their person? Because he's still alive.
Is it the official version of the super soldier serum? Because there's a bunch of people that have different versions but aren't the official version, right?
No, exactly.
That's how they played it in the comics, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like with the Russian one, say he has like in the comics, this whole like the whole super serum thing, like, oh, we can't find any, we can't. Please, everybody has it. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit.
And I still believe there's still a bunch in the one of them trailers in Magic War.
In MCU, more times. But that's what. But even then, like, because if there's a Russian one, that means there was a Russian maker, right? So then, even though Nagel died in Falcon Winter Soldier, he might not be the last one who produces it, right?
Yeah. We also don't know how old the guy is or if he's still alive.
Right. And truthfully, she has to have the recipe now. If she paid this guy to do this, you'd be like, okay, we're recording everything this guy does and we're getting it like perfect.
Yeah.
So it's gonna come back.
I like how
she
played
that with all those weapons.
I like how she played that too. Like before the party, I'll ask around, see if anybody knows anything.
Oh, to go back to that, did you even notice that she was in the bar?
No, I didn't.
So when they walk up to the bar, and the guy comes and ask him like, "You're this guy?" She's off to the side. She pulls her hoodie up and she walks out. But she's like pretty much beside them at the bar when they walk in.
Oh, okay.
And then she dips. So then she dips, or she hears like what they're looking for, and then she dips. And that's when she dips and shoots Shelby.
Yeah.
And then comes back like she's the one who sent the text. She's like, she played the game, man.
Yeah. Very well.
Yeah. But if you look, she wasn't expecting Nagel to get killed. That's why she was like, what the fuck you doing? Like, what the hell? Like, it wasn't about that. Like, he was still supposed to be there. And so that's why she said, oh, we still have a big problem.
Yeah.
They got rid of her super soldier. But yeah, Black Widow is going to be going down that vein as well because the Red Room itself is supposed to be also part of Russia's super soldier program. So we're going to see that whole shit. That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
That shit is like...
We got little flashbacks in Ultron, but
Yeah.
I'm about to get the details.
They're diving into it. Like in the trailer, you see that like all the women in one room, and then they're like doing like the choreography with the guns and all that.
Drawing the guns, yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, "It wasn't real. It was real to me." It sounds like some family drama going down. Black Widow, we thought was all this super spy thing. No, she's a girl with family drama.
Yeah,
that's it. She's not a spy. She's just hiding from her parents. She's just hiding from her family. As soon as her family finds her, guess what? She dies. See what happens? See what happened to Black Widow? She was hiding from her family. She was the greatest spy there was. She found her family, got all these emotions, and killed herself for the cause.
Yep. Or did she?
Dun, dun, dun. That's what we're going to actually find out in the thing, because there is that theory where they say at the end they're going to swap faces. Her and her sister. So when the Black Widow comes back, it's not the Black Widow we know, it's the other Black Widow.
We'll see.
Or she's just going to end up joining the Thunderbolts or the New Avengers or the Young Avengers.
Dark Avengers.
I don't know if they're going to go Dark Avengers yet, because to get Dark Avengers, you have to introduce Norman Osborn. They have not introduced Norman Osborn. And nah, man, you can't do Dark Avengers without Norman Osborn just sliding in, taking over, and just people are just like, how? He was the Green Goblin, but still, he has so much money. Government's like, who cares? Bring him in. Bring him in. He can do the job. Fuck it. Man, that was a great story. Well, yeah. So let's get into... Oh, anything else about Black Widow before we get into the next thing?
Oh, I forgot to mention, as I was thinking of Black Widow, they got guys who did the choreography for John Wick in the Black Widow movie, and one of the lead writers from Rick and Morty is doing Loki.
Yeah. Rick and Morty's all over this thing. All over them. Like, I think the guys from Rick and Morty also helped write the WandaVision one, and I feel like they have something to do with the Doctor Strange one as well. Just because with Rick and Morty, they deal a lot with not time travel, multiple dimensions.
Sorry, yes.
They hate them. The whole thing was we hate time travel. So yeah, so it's the whole multiple dimension thing. So they were working a lot on the Doctor Strange, all that type of shit. So anything that's gonna have to do with multiverse, like is it Far From Home? I think they had something in there too, like just bit by bit. I don't know. They came out of nowhere, and all of a sudden they're just everywhere.
Rick and Morty. New season of Rick and Morty coming out. Was it next month?
All they had to do was rip off Back to the Future. Simple.
It's awesome.
Simple. But yeah, so let's get into Invincible. People don't know what Invincible is. Invincible is not Marvel. Invincible is Image. Is it an Image comic? It's pretty much, if this was Spawn. DC, this would be the story of Superboy. Not Superboy the clone, like Jonathan Kent, like Superman and Lois's son. This would be his story of him growing up, getting his superpowers, finding out his dad is Superman, and just saving the world.
Yeah.
Except for the saving the world part. So
sorry, I just had to let you know. Tamina just struggled mightily on the top rope for the splash and missed. But anyways, those are Thursday problems.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, how did you like Invincible? It just dropped its full 8-episode first season. Episode. So the shit is all friggin' done. Yeah. How did you like it?
It's dope. It reminds me a little of of course, like you said, Superman reminds me more really of Spider-Man.
Yep.
But yeah, dope. It's pretty dope. Animation is awesome.
Fuck it.
Like
it's all nuts.
Like some of those colors that they got in there, man. Like,
yeah.
Sheesh. Like the atmosphere and the just the cities and the way they have clouds moving and stuff. It's dope.
Coming out of it, who is your favorite character?
Oh man, it's my homie Darkblood. Damien Darkblood was my favorite.
Why Darkblood? I
like the fact because every time he came into the room, it was cold.
Yeah.
It wasn't until they figured out he's around.
Until when they breathed out and they're like, what the hell? Why I see my where are you? Where are you?
Yeah, Damien Darkblood. He was a detective. It's just really dope. But yeah, he was probably my favorite character.
And they said that his story was pretty quick too. They didn't even go really in the background. It's like he's a demon trying to redeem himself by helping people solve their crimes. That's all it is. He needs to go back to hell.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he popped back in the next season.
Yeah, I can see him coming back. Especially, I can see what's the name trying to bring him back. Because in the end of everything with him gone, scared of him coming back.
They need everybody.
Bro.
They need everybody.
But what was pretty crazy is Invincible got his ass beat this whole season. It
wasn't an easy road.
Not at all. Not
one of those. It's not like one of those superhero movies or whatever where, they get their ass kicked first and then there's no stopping them until close to the end. And this is a long journey of him just getting his ass kicked. Learning that he has to conceal his identity for the most part.
That I still don't understand. Why does he need to conceal his identity? Because if you look at it, more times you hide your identity is like Spider-Man to protect Aunt May, Mary Jane, so his enemies don't go after them.
Yeah.
What enemies are going to go after his family? Everybody's protected. Before the whole spaz of Omni-Man, that was his dad. Who's gonna go after them? They could come. True. They could come out and just be, we're a superhero family. What are you gonna do about it?
You know what I mean? At the same time, you have to teach him that lesson because, like he said, he's gonna be there for thousands of years. So you're always gonna have a new family. When that family's gone or whatever, your mom's gone or whatever. And I guess he eventually knew he would have to square up with his son. What if I'm not around? You have a whole different family that are humans or whatever. You're going to have to protect them.
That's the whole thing. It wasn't protection with Omni-Man. In the end, we find out he's just there to conquer them. They're pets to him. He doesn't care about humans. He doesn't care about protecting them,
I get that, but he's still in, what I'm saying is in teaching his son everything he needs. He's going to teach him protection.
Well, you didn't teach him enough because he got his ass beat.
Yo, that last episode, he just wailed on him. It wasn't until the last, and he saw him crying, and he's just like, "Let's get out of here." Man.
I don't think a lot of people actually caught it, but so when he's gonna punch him, and then he flashes back into that part, right? And then he hits the baseball, runs it, gets his home run, runs into his dad's arms, smiling. When he's smiling, he has the big gap, right?
Yeah.
So when he comes back and his son is mashed up and he has that big gap and he's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
And then he takes off. If they follow the comic book, the next part's gonna be crazy. I'm not even gonna tell you, but yeah, the whole next part that's coming is crazy. But so what do you think of Battle Beast?
Expected to return?
I don't even know. I think they just signed it, so we don't know. Don't know. So yeah, what do you think of Battle Beast? That's my dude.
That Beast was a G.
He had no time for nothing. He beat the shit out of Invincible.
He's like, yo, this isn't even worth my time. Like not even worth my time, but like, there's no honor in this. Like, I don't gain any stripes by kicking the shit out of y'all. I'm out. After he kicked the shit out of them.
Exactly. Well, at that point, he was like, fuck it. But what's it called? I was still at that point. I was waiting for like Omni-Man to like show up. Like I felt like he would have went to follow, but at the same time, you think back, you're like, Omni-Man doesn't give a fuck. Like he actually doesn't give a fuck. So he's not going to go follow his son to make sure he's okay. He doesn't give a fuck.
And
in his mind, you're a Viltrumite. Like you're not going to die. Like you're good.
The scene where he's with his wife and they're in France or whatever. And then shit's happening. Like, no, I'm on my own.
Yeah, I'm on vacation. Let's Cecil go make his paycheck. Like, work for his paycheck for real. Now, Omni-Man was a G. Like, you talk about Omni-Man. Like, from the beginning, he just didn't give two shits about nothing. And the ways he was killing people, bro, like that in the last episode, and he just crushed the man's head. He just went, boom, popped him over. He's like, why would you save him? Like, who cares? Like, who cares? The way he killed, what's it called? Immortal. Twice. I said, this guy is out of his head. The way he killed, what's his name? Red Rush? They just squeezed his head. My man was getting his head squeezed, and he was punching the man's chest so much, his hand went limp. His hand was limp, and he was still punching. I said, "Shit, man! Like that. Whoa, that was set. What? No, that wasn't first episode. That was second episode, right?
Second episode,
bro. When I watch it, from that episode, I was like, "Yo, this is we gotta talk about this. Like, this shit is crazy. This shit is next level. Like, that fight scene was nuts, and he just tore them all apart." And then even that part, like when they go to Invincible goes to the school and he has to fight like the Terminators, the Reaniman.
Yeah.
Those things were just beating his ass. Or Cecil's like, well, let's keep a few of those. Let's keep that guy. Bro.
Andy.
One thing I didn't like is Zazie Beetz' voice.
No?
She didn't like, okay, when she's mad, she had the emotion. But like the regular, it just didn't sound like, it just sounded bored. You know what I mean? There was like, it didn't really feel like there was like real like emotion in it. It sounded like a lot of reading to it. But when it came to like, when she was like mad at him, she got that. But like, just when it was like the cool part or the chill part, or I was just like, man, it's not fitting. And I don't know. I'm not sure if it matched the actual like the way the character looked or anything, but I don't know.
I liked her. I liked her in it.
Like it worked.
I like
in the end, it worked.
Seth Rollins. Seth Rogen.
That is what's called Alan the Alien.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alan the Alien is supposed to be if you say Thor, like Thor's storyline, it would be I just had his name, and then as soon as I thought of it, I just forgot it. What's the other Thor? The alien Thor.
Oh, Beta Ray Bill.
Beta Ray Bill. That's what he's supposed to be kind of like. If you look at what happened to his whole planet, like you said, like his whole planet got all mashed up, and then he's like the last of it. But he was like the one built. Like he was like built to be like their best hero for his planet's people, and he still lost. So that's why he's on that whole route looking for different saviors across the whole world, because they got to fight back. And that's even crazy. Like, this is like Superman's story. Like, say Superman, Krypton didn't blow up, and they sent him to Earth to go train them until they come. You know what I mean? That's this story. Yeah. And like Omni-Man is like no fucks given.
Yo, when you think about it, it almost it wouldn't it be similar to Shang-Chi?
In which way?
father gives his son time, and now it's like, hey, come join me.
Well, yeah.
And son's
the difference is, at least the son knew beforehand in Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi's son knew who he was, well, we're going to find that out. Because if it's like the comic books, he actually finds out from somebody else who his dad really is.
Yeah.
But in the comic books,
he sends him to kill him.
Yeah, he sends him to kill the guy, and the guy's like, yeah, and he broke it down. So it's like, we'll see. But what other characters were nuts? What do you think of Rexplode? Is that who was his voice?
I can't remember. But Rexplode kind of reminds me of Scott Summers.
Scott? Why Scott?
Because he's a dick. And he thinks he's the shit, but he's not. Like,
I can see that. But he's like to like the 100th power. Like he's like yeah. Let me see who else is in here. I'm trying to figure out.
What's his name? What's his name? Is real dope. Titan.
Yeah, his story is dope. Like,
character. He's like,
I feel like he's like a split of like Luke Cage and Kingpin type shit. I think no, he's Luke Cage at the end of the last season when he takes over the bar and he becomes the king and he sits down. That's Titan. He's like the same character right there. But no, he's a dope character too. And he just kind of like after the man gets his ass beat, he's like, sorry, bro. I gotta go handle my shit. Like,
yeah,
I hope you make it. And takes off. I'm just like, yo, you're cold-blooded, man. But he's on his shit. It's about what, like, truthfully, the way to make it look, it's about his family. It's like doing the right shit for his family. So whatever he thinks it is, nobody else can get in the way of that. So it's pretty dope that now he's the one sitting up top. Yo, that whole machine head though, I like that character. Yo, that character's dope.
Him and I find Isotope.
Yeah, and it was dope the way they were using autotune for his voice. Yeah, because it's like the first time you ever hear that for any type of character. Like, it's not music; it's just for TV.
I like how it like pitches higher at certain
exactly,
just like it would
in the same thing. And it gave him almost like a sing-song flow to the way he talked, but no, it was really dope.
But the only thing about that is it's hard for him to sound menacing.
Well, he wasn't. Was he really supposed to be menacing? Because they do run up on him. He's just like, I got money. Like, I don't care. I got money. Like, now, to that plan, did you think? So when Isotope showed up, and Invincible goes to Titan, he's like, "Yo, I thought you said you took care of him," and then he said, "I know what I said."
Yeah, there's a misdirect.
Yeah. Oh yeah. True say. Because at the end, you saw he was on his side. Oh yeah. That episode was nuts to me. Like, I'm just telling you, Battle Beast. That's all I remember from that episode.
Yo, the man put a hole in his stomach, B.
Bro. My man beat someone so bad he gave him his superpowers back. Like, what is this? He beat the man so bad his powers came back. And I put money this man tried everything before to get his powers back. All he needed was a good ass kicking. Shit. And then Monster Girl.
Yo, her face off. Yo, it's crazy that every time she uses her powers, she gets younger.
Yeah.
She's like,
by at least a week.
Robot's also one of my favorite characters.
Robot's a trip. You'll see. Like, Robot, he hasn't even touched his
Rudy now.
Rudy now. He hasn't even touched his peak yet. Like, that guy, yeah. But yeah, he's a dope character. Yeah. The guy who voices him too is perfect for him. It's like just that. What's his name? Zachary Quinto. Have you seen the Star Trek? He played Spock. He was the new guy playing Spock. So he's that guy. Like his voice is just robotic, and he does his job. It's another superhero show he's on too, because he was on. I don't know if you ever watched it, but Heroes.
Never watched Heroes.
You've never watched?
Never got into Heroes.
Heroes
I heard
was
about
dope.
it. I just never got into it.
I'd say first 2 seasons. It was okay. First season and a half, at least. at least. Because after the first season,
in that second season,
I'll give you it's kind of like they started like throwing shit all over the place, and you're just like, okay, calm down. Like you don't have to go that serious. But the first season, the way they played it, very dope. It's very reminiscent of X-Men in that the way that they play it. So it's pretty much there's a company going after superhuman people. And the superhuman people get their powers once they hit puberty. So pretty much the X-Men. But it's all in time travel, a whole bunch of shit. There's a guy with superpowers where to use his power, he starts whatever he paints is the future. He paints the future. So they're starting to use his paints for the future, but then there's a guy who can teleport through time, slow down everything, like time and space, all that shit. Then there's one guy who's like pretty much a sponge, and he takes everybody's power who's around him. Then there's a guy who can fly. Then there's the girl who can't die. Yeah. And then there's the guy who can, and the other guy who's like a sponge, but the sponge guy, if he's around you, he can take your powers. The other guy who voices robot Zachary Quinto, his character Siler, what he does is he takes the power out of you. So he like cuts your head open, takes the piece out, takes it, boom. Now he has your power with his power. And his whole goal, so he becomes the enemy of the whole thing, and his whole goal is to actually take everybody's power and become the most powerful person in that world. And then I think by the second season, he gets all soft and he starts helping everybody, and it's some stupid shit. Like he's like ruthless the first season, then the second season, all of a sudden he has a conscience. I'm like, I just watched you kill like 3 people an episode. Don't act like you have a conscience now. Like, there's no saving you. You killed too many people.
It's too late. There's too much red in your ledger.
There's too much. Like, but yeah. But talk about red in ledger. Yo, tell me how dope it is that with the way that they throw his like name out there, like his title card. So right before they say I am invincible, but every time they drop it, they drop another splash of blood.
Yeah.
Until the last episode where it's pretty much the whole thing's full of blood. I'm just like, man.
Yeah.
Like the way they did this show compared to the comics, pretty much what all they did in comics is they sped everything up. They sped everything up to get to the fight with Omni-Man and Invincible. True say in the comic books, he doesn't meet Cecil till after that fight. So you don't even see him at all until after that fight. So, but the way that they put this together, dope. And what's it called? Robert Kirkman's the one who wrote it, right? The same guy who did Walking Dead.
Okay.
And he said he wrote this in his 20s. So that's why the way he's writing it now for the TV show is a little different than then, because he's like, I'm a better writer now. So all the little things that I know I know like
clean up.
Exactly. And he already finished the comic book. Like the comic book finished at 144 comics, and that was it. Or issues, and that was it. So now it's already done. Like you can go out there and read the Invincible from 1 to 144. You'll get the story. But now when it comes to TV show, he gets to clean up the stuff that he felt didn't really work or did work, whatever. So it's dope.
He gets to do over.
100%. But this shit is dope. If you ever get the chance to read the comic, go ahead. Because that shit is dope.
Okay.
But yeah. But what other episode? Oh, what'd you think of the character Adam Eve?
I was wondering where they were gonna go with her, like the whole like just running away from home type of thing, and then
But to save the world.
just
And she moved into a tree. Made herself a tree house.
yeah,
Saving the world, then she moved into a tree. Like,
but that like think about that. That is such a dope. It's
like
such
think
a
about
dope
it.
parallel.
Who's gonna come to your house?
No, but not just that though. Think about it like her being a child. Right? She runs away from home and she goes into the treehouse.
And she climbs
As
into
an
the
adult,
treehouse.
she made a treehouse
Treehouse
to get away from her parents. I think that's wild.
Oh, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
You know, I didn't even clue into it because in the comic book, she does the same thing, but she goes to like Africa to help out in Africa and all that stuff. So
okay,
when she has like a treehouse type thing, it looks like over there. You know what I mean? So they played it this way. So I didn't even clue into me. I'm like, she's running from her parents and she just ran into a treehouse.
Yeah.
But technically, she's pretty much like the Wanda, the Scarlet Witch of that. But they play her like she like has no powers. Like her dad's like, you need Rexplode to take care of you.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I don't. Like she changed the wall and the door into a wall. I'm sorry. Yeah. If you asked her to make you money right now, she probably could.
Can you imagine?
It wouldn't even look counterfeit.
A realtor?
What kind of house do you want?
Listen, how much you want to spend?
How much you want to spend? No, not even. It's like, okay, tell me the house you.
I'm going to all the billionaires. Like, you bought some fancy shit. I can make you some fancy shit that nobody has
within a week, less than a week too.
I'd say a week. Spend?
That's it. Just tell me what you want. Just power it up. Like, get me the blueprints. Give me the drawing of what it is. You tell me what it is. I'll tell you the price. You pay it. You'll have it. You'll have it within a week.
All the billionaires.
Bro. Well, I'd be the asshole trying to take over the world, though. I'd be like Magneto, just floating over countries. What are they going to throw at me? What are they going to throw at me? I'll make sure I'll create a shield around me that whatever they try to put through it disintegrates. So nothing will ever touch me. Like, they throw missiles at me, I turn those missiles into butterflies. Like, what are you going to do to me? Come on. I will crumble governments. Pfft, bro. I'll start with little ones. Just so people don't even notice. Start with little ones. Then
you sound like you've had time to think about this.
Hey, man, don't give me the Adam Eve power, man. The power to change matter at a subatomic state. What do you want from me? The world. I can make the world burn and then make it flourish right after.
That's wild.
What can you do to me? Like, but they try to play her like she has no power, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But that plays on that whole, oh, you're a woman and all that stuff, like that whole trope. So let's see where they're going with this. Like, truthfully, she's even stronger than, well, I wouldn't say stronger.
She's on a level.
I'd say power-wise, yeah. Power-wise, she's on level with Invincible, but I wouldn't say like strength-wise.
So, yeah.
But yeah.
It's a dope series though, man.
It is. So I've been trying to get you to watch it for a minute. because you got to like go through it, but I'm like, man, you got to binge it, but week by week, it was very interesting. Just then, like, because even think about it, the 7th episode, then you watch the 8th. The 7th episode, all that shit happens, and the man's like, we need to talk. You're like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell's gonna happen next? Like, this man is like off his rocker. Like, you don't even know what he needs to talk about. Like, as a viewer, you're like, what does he have to talk about? But true say,
how is he gonna spin this?
Yeah, because they didn't even give us that too. Like, why did he kill them? And myself, I was like, I couldn't really remember why he killed them in the comic books. Like, I know the story, but the exact reason why he killed them, I was like, I don't really remember. So I didn't even go look back. I'm like, let me see how they flip this. That shit is dope. Man killed War Woman. Oh, he pretty much killed the Justice League
by himself.
And Immortal's supposed to be like the Superman, right? He's supposed to be Superman as well.
Okay.
So it's like dude. But yeah, as you were saying, he did take a beating. They did show that though. He did take a few beatings as well. He took a beating from that Hail Mary thing. He took a beating from Guardians of the Globe. And that's about it. I was waiting for Battle Beast versus Omni-Man for so long, man.
Oh no, that's probably second season. Probably when with all of them gearing up to fight him, he's probably gonna be like one of the later ones. You get a good one-on-one.
You know.
Because you got to make him look crazy first, right?
I remember. Shit. I don't know if they would ever
fight in the comics.
Fight in the comics, but it's not with Omni-Man. It's with another Viltrumite who's stronger than Omni-Man. And this man pretty much, after his battle with Battle Beast, he has a new robe on. There's a new, not a robe, but like in Africa they'll have the thing with like the animal head right here. Yeah, so Battle Beast's head right there, and he's just wearing the man's skin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The comic books are serious though. They're very dope.
Speaking of, when is The Boys coming back?
Not sure, but that should come back. Yo, Amazon is on point with these shits right now. Amazon has Invincible, The Boys, they had Preacher, and they had American Gods. They weren't doing too bad. But no, I'm not sure when The Boys are coming back. Let's see. Oh, they did renew for
third season.
Let's see if they have a release date.
I didn't even watch the thing yet either. The Falcon and Winter Soldier vignette.
I don't think that dropped yet. It's supposed to drop tonight from what's his called? From Emergency Awesome. From what he was saying.
Oh, tonight. Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought they were doing it in the mornings, like usual.
All right, so the season 3 Boys did start shooting in February 24th, but they didn't give no dates yet. No dates at all. Yeah, so got to wait and sees.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Anything else on the comic front?
Not that I can think of. John Cena's character from he's apparently his one's coming out in January.
Oh, his TV show.
HBO
Did you get to see the layest trailer for Suicide Squad?
It depends on when it dropped, because I saw something. Yeah,
John Cena's in it, and he's saying like some crazy shit.
Yeah.
would you suck a dick or something like that? And he's like, if saving the world or whatever, I'd suck all the dicks. You're like, what?
On the island, like, yeah.
That should look like it can be funny. It's gonna be like Guardians Galaxy funny. But
yeah, I'm just James Gunn.
Yeah, but that's a good thing, actually. That is a good thing because the first one didn't really work out like that. So
I didn't think the first one was that bad. I didn't think
it was okay, but it was like it was okay. It wasn't crazy.
I really like that bar scene at the end, or close to the end.
You know who's the best black superhero?
Who?
Hancock.
Why is that?
He didn't give a fuck. He did not give a fuck. When Fresh Prince was Hancock, yo, that I wish there was a comic book for that guy. He did not care for shit.
He's too busy drinking.
Yeah, man. Oh, what am I looking for? Shit, I was gonna look for something. I forget what it is. Oh well. Oh. So Disney just made a deal with like an African comic group.
Okay. Wait, what kind of group?
Not Wakanda. This guy, Wakanda group. So Disney announces landmark African collaboration with Kugali. So what it is? First time they'll work with African storytellers to create an animated series set on the continent. Iwaju will be a long-form series steeped in science fiction based in a futuristic Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's pretty dope. So yeah. So there's gonna be a lot of that stuff coming through with Disney again. Mm-hmm. Look at Disney. But yeah, Disney Kugali Iwaju. That's gonna be the first connection between them.
Okay.
So, yeah. So Disney is on their thing. They're getting in there. They're like comic books where it's at. Sort of story.
They're miles ahead of the game.
For real. It only makes sense to go comic books. I'm like, they have so many stories you can pick from. It's not even like you have to worry about writing stories now. You just look at the stories that they've already written and then you're like, okay, you know what? Let's adapt this. Exactly. Let's adapt this one. Let's not change the lore of it or anything like that, but let's work it out for our way. Like all the stories are there. And all the comic books aren't all superhero comic books. There's freaking spy comic books. There's freaking noir. You know what I mean? Like any type of movie you want, there's a comic book for it. Like there's horror comic books. Like Walking Dead has been on for how long? Same guy. I don't know if I said it already, but same guy who wrote Walking Dead wrote Invincible. The man has 2 shows out already under his shit, out of his creations, and it's just comic books, man. But gotta love it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, anything else before we go?
Not that I can think of.
Well, we got to think of something for next week because Disney slowed down. Invincible just ended. You might have to go watch Heroes. Like, I don't know, man. Like, we thought Black Widow was dropping in May, not till July. So
yeah, it's like
there's something on Netflix called Zero. Tanika's been trying to put me onto it. She says it's like very like superhero-ish. I don't know, but it's Zero? Like black people.
I might check it out.
Let me see what it's about.
I started watching Chappelle's Show again last night from the beginning.
You can watch it without feeling any guilt.
Yo, there's so much they could not do today. So much. We only got to the first couple of episodes.
That's what I mean. First episode, first skit. I was like, when it dropped, I still remember when it dropped. Once I saw that, I was like, this is the greatest show ever. Like, how do you do this? All you do is a blind black KKK.
How are you getting away with this?
That makes no sense. Blind black KKK. And at the end, the man divorced his wife because she loves niggas. What? Yo, I was like, yo. Nah. But okay. Oh, sorry. Zero is about a teen with the power of invisibility is dragged into a small-time criminal's quest to rule the neighborhood and gets to know a mysterious art student.
Okay.
And it's a show.
How many episodes? Or rather, how many seasons?
It's first season. First season, and there is 8 episodes.
Okay.
Episode 1, the one with like a synopsis. Omar has dreams of leaving the barrio and making a life with his drawing. After spending the evening with Anna, Omar swears to not be held back by fear and petty excuses. So we're gonna follow Omar in his story. Barrio. So this might be based out of
Mexico,
South Mexico, or South America. Brazil. Let me see what that guy. Giuseppe Dave Secchi. He's an actor. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. This has to be, what's it called? Oh. Antonio Di Stefano on Originating Zero. Netflix's Milestone, original about black youth in Italy. Okay. Interesting.
I might check that out.
I watched 1 episode. If you watch the episode before me, let me know if it's good. If I watch it before you, I'll let you know if it's good. And we'll either judge to see if we will continue with it. We'll let people know. Zero on Netflix. Is it good? Is it bad? We'll watch 1 episode. And we'll let you know. But until then, make sure you follow us. Yo, this is Chezza.
At Saynt Jaysn.
And make sure to follow us, Casual Fan Podcast, on Instagram. Everywhere else, Trace will let you know.
Shot Club Podcast. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell to stay notified. Sunday, 7:05, we go live.
Bomb. Till then, bless up.